Imagine going to hug your mom and breaking her spine.
Mama, I love you. No! Alright, yo, we're reacting to why superpowers would suck in real life. Subscribe today to join the ozone. Let's see what we got, man.
Invisibility. To some people, invisibility would be a dream superpower. They fantasize about all the things they could do without being noticed.
That's how we're opening this shit up. Alright, gang. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel like invisibility is ass. Like, out of all the superpowers you could really have, like the main ones, you know, like super speed, teleportation, all that shit. Bro, invisibility's ass. Why the fuck would you want invisibility? Nigga, you need to see me, nigga. See me flying. Invisibility's ass, bro. The practical uses of it is just kind of mid.
Not exactly heroic things, but when you look closer, it's not as cool as it sounds.
Yeah,
Here's
it's
the
mid.
problem. For you to see, light has to hit the back of your eyes. But if you're invisible, light would just pass through you, leaving you blind.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, invisibility is one of the worst superpowers. On top of the fact that you're literally invisible, you literally can't even see too. Ass, bro. All the other ones are just better, straight up.
And if somehow your eyes could catch light, they would still be visible, making you a pair of floating eyeballs. Just creepy. To go fully invisible, you need to be completely naked. Not that some of you
That's another good point.
would mind that, but you wouldn't be able to carry anything either, and since no one can see you, they would crash into you all the time.
Yup.
You better not use perfume or even make noise breathing. People would still know you are there. Plus, if you're thinking that you could rob a bank, a thermal camera would still spot your heat radiation, making...
So it's actually just ass, bro. There's literally no practical applications of invisibility, bro. So ass.
it nearly impossible to sneak in undetected. Intangibility.
Ooh, like Mirio from My Hero Academia.
Picture this. You've just unlocked intangibility. You're super excited.
Wait, that's kind of lit though. Hold on. Intangibility. I'm kind of curious to see how he would talk about intangibility, bro. Because I feel like just on paper, that would be kind of lit, right?
You decide to phase your hand through a wall. But the moment you activate your powers, you drop. Straight through the floor, sinking into the earth. You either deactivate your powers and become fused into rock, suffocating to death.
No, but I don't think that's how it would work. Because My Hero Academia, they described it really well. Intangibility, look, mass cannot overlap other mass, right? So if you take a 3D object, right? If I were to somehow make this hand intangible and then put it inside this hand, the mass would not be able to overlap. That's just physically impossible. I'm telling you. I feel like intangibility would be good.
Or continue sinking until you reach the molten center of the earth due to gravity, unable to do anything, waiting until you decide to die. Super speed.
Speed, okay. Yeah, speed is lit. That would probably be one of my choices. But he's probably gonna say the shit like, oh, you're gonna melt your feet off or some shit, or you're gonna run into something. But I'm just gonna assume that it's the same superpower without all of those repercussions. Let's just assume that for super speed, not only is your body sped up when you're in super speed, but so is your perception, right? So when you're running really fast, your mind is moving relative to your body's speed so that you can actually use the ability. You know what I'm saying? Just to make it fair, like just for the sake of discussion.
190 miles per hour, like dashes, wouldn't be so bad. The problems would be minimal. But if we're talking about speed similar to the Flash, without Speed Force, then it would be a disaster waiting to happen.
Okay.
You would have to generate an enormous amount of force, far greater than what the human body can handle. And it would cause your legs to simply rip off your body. Yeah,
like that's usually what people say when they're talking about super speed. And it is a valid point if you want to be logical and you want to be boring. Like, holy fuck. You must be fun at parties, little nigga. Aight, bro, we get it. Damn.
Here's another thing. Air isn't empty. It's filled with elements like oxygen and nitrogen, plus tons of tiny dust particles. As you move through air, you're rubbing against these particles, generating friction that produces...
Ooh, I didn't even think about that. The friction, bro. Because you're not just running through like open space. That's actually true. There's a lot of like subtle, very small particles of matter. There's a whole bunch of particles of matter that you interact with when you're running at super speed. That shit would create friction and that would be bad, bro.
This is heat.
Ooh, a little animation though. Okay. Yeah.
Moving at
That's a good point, actually. But I wouldn't even need that much speed, bro. Being able to move at 190 miles per hour as a fucking human being would be lit. Lit, bro. That would be enough for me. So I would probably still go with super speed, honestly.
Speed would generate enough heat to burn your entire body. Let's say you don't burn. You still need to see where you're going. Human perception isn't adapted to handle high speed.
Alright, gang. Yeah, let's just assume that your perception is up to par with the speed, though.
So moving at super speed would make everything blurry. The speed at which you think would need to match your physical speed. Otherwise, you would just crash into things. Possibly doing what A-Train did. Just...
Oh my god, that scene with A-Train? I'm sorry. Yo, The Boys is fucking peak, bro. I love that show. Bro, but I'm not gonna lie, like, I feel like super speed, like, there can't be a better one than super speed, right?
Running through people. And in the case that your perception does keep up, the world around you would seem so slow that you'd basically be stuck in time.
Yeah, but then you could always just go back to your regular speed and then be in normal time.
Having super speed would also mean burning millions of calories every day, so you...
Yo, I didn't think about that. Fuck! Bro, the amount of calories you'd be burning? Because think about how much... Fuck, that's actually a good point. Yo, that might single-handedly make super speed bad, bro. The physical repercussions of super speed, aside from like, oh, your limbs flying off and shit. Bro, you would not be able to do that shit.
Go broke, buying all the food needed to keep your metabolism satisfied. Teleportation.
Ooh, teleportation is a good one, too. I ain't gonna lie, teleportation is better than speed. Teleportation is definitely better than speed, bro.
As you might know, the Earth is in constant motion through space, moving at around 67,000 miles per hour. It rotates, orbits the sun, and the solar system orbits around the center of the galaxy.
Okay.
If you wanted to teleport, you would need to calculate the exact position of the Earth.
Ooh, because if you're off, then you're gonna be in fucking space, nigga. Damn.
Space. Or else you would teleport into space. Dying.
Yo, that would be bad, yo. Nah, that's actually, I never thought about it like that. Holy shit.
Instantly. Immortality.
That's a very smart thought, but that was the only criticism he gave for teleportation. Okay, assuming that isn't a repercussion, teleportation is goated. Teleportation is top one as it currently stands. Teleportation is the best one, speed is second best, and then the rest don't matter.
If you were given the choice...
Immortality's ass, I'm gonna just say that now. Why the fuck would you want to outlive everybody you love, everybody you care about? Why the fuck would you want that shit? Terrible. If a superpower genie pulls up and he's like, hey, you can get any power, any fucking power you want, anything you could think of, and you say immortality, you are a dumbass. Like, you are ridiculously stupid. You are just a complete fool, a complete idiot if you were to choose immortality over all the superpowers you could have chose. I'm sorry, bro. Why would you ever choose immortality? You gotta be a bot. You gotta be a fucking NPC, bro. There's no way you're a conscious human being that is capable of intelligent thought if you choose immortality.
Between dying in 1 year or becoming immortal, what would you choose? The choice seems obvious, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You're thinking that being immortal would be much better than dying in a year, right? But if you're immortal, you would have to watch everyone you love die over and over again.
Yep. And every time you build a new friendship, a new relationship, that new girl, after your wife of like 80 years dies, she's gonna die too. You're gonna watch all of it, all of your pets. And then if you choose to not build any connections just so that you don't feel the pain of losing them, then nigga, you're just gonna live a sorry ass lonely life. Fucking trash power.
Until you don't have any emotional feelings anymore. You would live to see the human race die out. You would see the world end. And ultimately, you would be drifting in space all alone for eternity.
Like that nigga from JoJo's, bro. Cars.
Time stop.
Time stop. Gordo!
Oh, time stop. The superpower desired.
I ain't gonna lie. Time stop is kind of fire. Time stop is kind of fire. Because I'm just off rip, I can't think of any repercussions of time stop. What repercussions are there? What L is there to time stopping?
By many. Time stop would be a dream come true for some...
Oh, he got the Redditor in that shit.
...individuals for obvious reasons. But in reality, it would be a nightmare.
Really? Wow. Hold on. Before he even continues, let's just try and predict. Why would time stop be a nightmare? How could time stop be a nightmare? If that's the fucking sound you make while you're crying, bro, you gotta get taken out back. You gotta get taken out into the courtyard, bro, because who cries like that, bro? You cannot be human. That is a skinwalker. Oh, hell no, bro.
The moment you stop time, the molecules of air around you would stop as well, making it impossible to breathe. It also means photons would stop, rendering you unable to see.
Oh, yo, this is a smart ass nigga. This is a smart ass nigga. I did not even consider that possibility. This is a smart ass nigga, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. You gotta really contemplate the superpower. You gotta really think about the shit to even consider that, bro.
Making it impossible to breathe. It also means photons would stop, rendering you unable to see. So you stop time and become unable to breathe or see until you either resume time or just die. Great.
So it would literally just cancel itself out. Time stop would literally just be nothing. It wouldn't even be a power because you couldn't do anything in the time stop. You couldn't perceive. You wouldn't be able to touch, see, smell. You literally would just be unable to do anything. It would be like you didn't have a power.
Power, huh? Super strength.
Super strength. What could be the repercussions?
Super strength sounds awesome.
He's probably going to say like your bones won't be able to keep up. I don't know. Let's see.
Awesome, right? In real life, though, it's a mess. Everything's designed for regular people, meaning that if you were super strong...
That's true. That's true.
You'd be breaking doorknobs, keyboards, and glasses left and right. Imagine going to hug your mom and breaking her spine.
Mama, I love you. No! 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 Fuck! Yo! Holy shit, bro. I didn't even think about that. Nah, bro. So superpowers are just ass. Yo, is there a single good superpower, y'all? What the fuck is this?
Because you don't know how to control your strength yet. Having super strength doesn't mean you're indestructible either. If you punch a wall, for example, because of Newton's third law, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. The force that you applied to the wall would be applied back to you with the same intensity.
That's true.
Knocking you back and breaking your hand.
Fuck, man. This is a very intelligent video. I'm gonna like this video, bro. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, what do y'all think, man? Do y'all think there's any superpower that has no withdrawals, that has no downsides? Do y'all think there's any superpower where it's just, boom, checks all the lists, it's good, it's practical? You know what I'm saying? Forever, it's good.